This is Patty with Sleepy Glen Farm. It's been a while since I've been putting out a video, but we have been so busy around here on the farm. We've had 50 meat birds that were delivered to us at the end of March, and it rained here really bad about a week and a half ago here in Northeast Texas, and we lost half of our meat birds. It was very, very sad. I thought I had them on high ground, but they got too wet, too cold, and I lost half of them. So that was a very sad day for me. Behind me in this pen, I've got about 25 birds with Junior. They are black Wyandottes and red amber stars. In this other cage right over here with Ruru, I've got the amber stars and the red amber stars, something like that. I don't remember. We're down to 3 roosters. We had to just start getting rid of some of them. It was way too noisy around here on the farm. So I've got Ruru in a cage now because his girl that he was watching outside of the cage, she ended up in the next door neighbor's yard and wouldn't come out, and I was afraid that his workers over there were going to take her home for dinner. So I put her in the big pen with all the big girls, and I've got Junior in here with the other babies, and they're really good babysitters. I'm so proud of them. In this big pen, we still have about 42 layers, and Keith, we did a video on another chicken coop that we were doing. It's more like a brooder, and I've got 50 amber stars, between amber stars and the red stars in there. And you know what, if you're looking for a bird, and I should do a video on the different types of birds, I'm telling you, these amber stars and red stars, they are phenomenally friendly birds. They love their belly rubs. I'll do a video on that one day, but they come right up to you. They want to be held, they want to be loved, they want to get their bellies rubbed. And so we're just waiting for these 50, 75, 50, 100 baby birds. Who does that? 100 baby birds to get up to the age where they should be laying, which should be about July or August for us. So we're looking forward to ramping up our production, and we'll have probably about a good 142 birds laying, so we'll be selling a lot of eggs. But that's what I want to talk to you about today. Eggs. We have kind of whitish eggs, kind of brownish eggs. We have brown eggs. We have white eggs. We have little eggs, and we have bigger eggs. What's the difference between all of these eggs? And I have my cheat sheet here, so I'm going to be looking down. What's the difference between a brown egg and a white egg? Well, they're about the same. Well, one's bigger than the other, but inside of these eggs, they are absolutely identical. There's no taste difference. They don't look any different. They are exactly the same kind of egg. Now, I don't know about the little the little blue eggs or the little green eggs, but I'm sure that they would still taste like an egg. So what's the difference between a free range and a cage-free bird? Free range just means that they can go anywhere on the property that they want to go. Cage-free means they can still go on the property anywhere they want to go. Are my birds cage-free and free range? The birds behind me in the big coop, yes, they are. Even though I have a fence around them, that's for their protection, but they're able to go and scratch and pick and look for bugs and look for worms and really have a lot of room to roam. That's a free range, cage-free. When we talk about birds that are in a cage, meaning they don't have anywhere to go, they are probably on concrete floors. They're fed food. My birds, we mow the yards for them. We dump the grass in there so they get their fresh greens. Things that I have out in the garden that I'm just gonna pull up, I give them to the birds. Any scraps that we have in the house, I give them to the birds, and they're supplemented too with pellets. So is there a difference in your egg taste, egg quality, when you compare the ones that you buy at the grocery store versus your farm fresh or cage-free or free-ranging birds? Yes, there's a big difference. Those eggs that you buy in the grocery store, those poor birds are in a building. They're only used for eggs. They don't get to go anywhere. They get no sunshine, and sunshine is really important for birds. Right now, Keith was just edging along the outside of the coop, and the birds are over there eating grass. That's great for them. Birds that get sunshine, your free range and your cage free, there's 3 to 6 times more vitamin D for those birds that are outside. So when you go to the grocery store and you see those plain old white eggs from those birds that are just in buildings, you're not getting as much vitamin D out of the egg as you need. And we all know vitamin D is really good, protecting our immune system, protecting us against different diseases that are out there. Free range birds also have free range eggs from these birds also have 1/3 less the amount of cholesterol. So that's another thing. That's good for heart health. What about birds that are corn fed? Well, we corn feed our birds to fatten them up. It's not harmful because birds will eat seeds. Corn is a seed. So if the birds are corn fed, it just means they're going to be fatter. And that's good for butchering if that's what you're going to do, but it doesn't change the quality of the egg when you corn feed your birds. Pasture raised birds are not regulated by the USDA. Those are the birds that are allowed to roam more. So if you're going to call your birds pasture raised, the USDA is not going to get involved in that. They're not going to have you get certificates and things like that. So we don't let our birds free range because we have hawks, we have owls, and so they're in a protected cage, but yet we still give them grass clippings. I think I already mentioned that. Okay, do we refrigerate our eggs? Yes, yes, yes. Do you have to refrigerate your eggs? No, no, no. If you're buying your eggs from the grocery store, those white eggs that come from the birds in the buildings, you must keep those refrigerated because they scrub those eggs down. When a chicken lays an egg, there's a protective covering on them called a bloom, and the bloom keeps bacteria and germs out of the egg. Well, those birds in the big buildings, they scrub those eggs down really good, put them in the cartons and refrigerate them. So you should keep those eggs refrigerated. The birds that are out here in my yard, do I refrigerate their eggs? Yes, I do. Is it bad for the egg? No, it's not bad. Do I wash my eggs? I give my eggs a real nice, simple wash. I can still feel the bloom on my eggs when I'm done washing them. I only do that to get some dirt and debris off of my eggs because I got some girls that just like to sit and poop. Those dirty, dirty eggs, I keep them for our family. The eggs that are nice and clean, excuse me, those are the ones that I sell to my customers. So if you're one of my customers and you're seeing this on the Nextdoor app, your eggs are washed. And then another thing I also do is I collect eggs every day at the same time. 4:30, 4:45, I collect my eggs. I've got 4 girls right now that are sitting on eggs. I'm lifting them up and I'm getting their eggs. I don't want no more babies. Good grief. We have enough babies and juveniles around here to last us a lifetime. So I'm not letting any birds sit on eggs. So I collect those eggs, I put them in my cartons, they go directly into the refrigerator. Now, in Europe, they don't refrigerate their eggs. They just don't. My experience not refrigerating my eggs, you don't know if you're going to get a bad egg. And refrigerating them, I feel, gives you that better quality egg because I do have a rooster in with my birds. And if they have done the deed, that egg is going to be fertilized. And by the time the girl processes that egg and I get the egg in the refrigerator, there's not going to be anything that you could even slightly resemble a baby bird. So that's why I refrigerate my eggs, because I want to stop any kind of fertilization process. So if you have the chance to buy farm fresh eggs from somebody in your community, support your local farmer. I appreciate everybody who comes by our property and buys our eggs. I've made some really good friends. They know that I treat my birds well. They know my birds are probably really spoiled. If I could take them in the house with me, I would, but they just poop too much. My birds are fed pellets just to supplement, but we try to give them as many greens as possible, clippings from the yard, food from the kitchen that we're going to not throw out anymore. We're going to give it to the birds, and they love their treats. I give them scratch grains. it's just a treat. It's not their diet, but it just makes me feel good because they look forward to it. I also feed my birds sunflower seeds, and any other kind of treat I can get my hands on. So I want to thank you for stopping by today. Be sure when you're buying your eggs, always think first of the farmer nearby, and buy those organic eggs in the grocery store because they truly are better for you. They have more vitamin D, less cholesterol, and we all just want to be fit and healthy, to ward off any kind of diseases. So if you like our channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell. We would love for you to support our channel, and I'll come back to you real soon with another chicken story. Have a great day.